Hey y'all, before we begin, this is Frog here letting you know, here at Dicebenders we've been debating for a while on whether or not we wanted to do a Patreon. We decided on not doing one. We don't do Dicebenders to try to make any money off of it. We do have art and thought about doing merch and stuff like that, which would be super cool. However, we do this for the love that we share within the Avatar universe. You know, a continuation of a story that we all love to be a part of. However, what we've decided to do as a way that you guys can help still support us is by creating an iTunes account and giving us a 5-star review on iTunes. Anyone who may not know, iTunes basically commands the podcast algorithm. So the more 5-star reviews you have on iTunes, the better off your show is going to turn out. We're going to be doing stretch goals. Depending on however many 5-star reviews we get, that's still in debate on how much gives what. But there's going to be special awards and such for you fans out there. You don't have to say anything in the reviews unless you wanted to. But we're just asking to show support, give us a 5-star review. Also, a free version of support, word of mouth, get the word of Dicebenders out. We're about to reach some really deep episodes here. And it would just be great to share these moments with not just you guys, but your friends and other people that you may know, and share this with a 5-star review. With those stretch goals that we have in mind after we get more information, we are going to keep you guys as in the loop as we are ourselves. But anyway, I've spoken too long. Let's get on with this episode. This is a Skeptic Frogs production.
Fire.
Air.
Water.
Earth.
8 years have passed since the Avatar's untimely end. With fear that the Avatar line may have ended, and with withering hope for the White Lotus to continue holding peace, the search for the next Avatar hastily begins.
Previously on Dicebender.
Certainly, my boy. Of course you can stay. How are we getting there?
We could take the subway. It is fast.
Good morning, Councilman. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Good morning. White Lotus. You guys are White Lotus.
This is our stop. We're walking out with them.
Activate stealth mode.
Vana stands in front of you two and goes, I don't know exactly why they haven't tried communicating with us, but I think it is in our best interest to try to talk to this guy and see where he's going. You hear the busy street, you hear the cars honking and people walking, having conversations. You loop around the building and you see Vana is walking out, heading towards the corner that you guys turn to get to the back, and you guys meet up kind of at the corner of the building. And she goes, well, that was interesting.
I'm gonna high-five Vana. Hey, that was great what you did in there. So good.
Did you stop humming?
Hey, that might be why I was caught. Yeah, I should have started humming. You absolutely got it, Jaeger. You're right.
Humming is the universal sign for minding your own business.
Right. So what did you guys discover?
Well, let's not talk about it right here in front of, or close by. Let's, make our way elsewhere.
Oh yeah. Let's head back to the subway.
The deets are too juicy for the public ears.
Yeah. Super juicy.
So juicy.
I could make a tall glass of orange guava juice.
I could make a cactus juice drink out of this juice.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. Let's get on moving.
Okay, we get moving.
I do that.
We do that.
She just laughs. She laughs at you guys. You two are such a blast. This is... Oh, I can't tell you. It's been a long time since I've been out having fun.
That's all we do is have fun.
Yeah. We don't know how to do not that.
Yeah.
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 I finger gun, Vana.
She looks very confused when you do that, and just gives you a thumbs up, like, okay.
Oh, you don't do that?
No, that's kind of just a Torque thing.
Well, excuse me. It's a Taro thing too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I think we're far enough away from any prying ears. Did you guys get any news? Any updates on what's going on?
Well, let me look at my notes that I scribbled. So the guy at the desk is also a council member. Something about Rodin was speaking to... First of all, I should preface, I think we can trust Rodin. I think we can get him on our side. Right now, he's...
I noticed he didn't call me out when I ended up being in the office.
Which is very good for us if we're gonna, avoid what they're trying to do to us. Let's see. Rodin said something about speaking to someone named Gaia's men, to deal with us or to test us, to see if we are worth working with in this city or whatever.
Interesting. So, okay, so it sounds like the person that Rodin was talking to got Rodin to get these people against us.
Yeah, it looks like it. Seems like he's the guy that's been, not letting us, have our audience. He's probably, I don't know how councils work, but he is maybe ahead, or at least he's higher up than Rodin. Somehow.
Huh.
I don't know what his, thing is. What's his deal?
The way councils, or the council used to work in this city was that each member was just as equal as the last, and more so they kind of commanded, so to speak, and she says this in air quotes, certain areas of the city. I don't know if they do that today, but if that's the case, then it sounds like the guy behind the desk could be in charge of where Rodin went, and it could be that he's just using he's grandfathered in, probably. Rodin's pretty young. He hasn't been in the council seniority, that's it.
That's it.
Wow, if Sean was here, he'd be slapping me in the back of the head. But yeah, he's probably using seniority against the young councilman.
It seemed like it. He said something about how he used to be young and stuff like him, or he figured out the ways of the world or something like that. I don't know. His views seem a little cuckoo if you ask me.
Yeah. So, what was his reasoning for bringing Gaia's men after us? What do you think that could be the people that came after you guys?
I mean, the guys we were after said something about the lady. And this person just said Gaia's mem. So I don't know if Gaia is the lady, but maybe? I look at Jaeger.
What do you think, Jaeger?
It's
Thoughts?
they could be one and the same, but we've only had interactions with the I look at the jacket because I forgot the name.
Oh, I wrote that down too. Hold on.
the anti-bender league or something.
The Bending Revolt group?
The Bending Revolt group is what I said the first time. That is not an anagram for Gaia, so I don't know. They could be two different entities, but they're doing it. They want to see if our intentions are pure or something.
Yeah.
That sounds weird.
It is very strange.
I think the most unfortunate thing about this is that we can only go one of two ways here, I think. I think we either have to just play by their rules and figure out what they want us to do about this revolt group or whatever. Or try to get a hold of Rodin and see if he's our foot in the door.
We could
There's
do a
also,
mix of both.
There's also Mike, isn't there? We could try to get 2 out of the 5.
There is Mike.
Mike?
Yeah, if we can.
Wait, do I know his name? Mike?
Oh, the general.
Yeah, you guys were in the room.
Okay.
You guys were in the room when Kevin was talking to his dad. And Vanna knows Mike, so she would have said his name too.
Mike.
Mike is Kevin's dad.
Oh, Santa Claus.
She laughs and goes, "Yep, he definitely has a Santa Claus exterior."
I don't know who that is.
It's a water tribe thing.
Looks at my firebender garbs.
Looks at Jaeger.
Yeah, Vanna doesn't even pay attention to what she said and just continues and goes, "So, yeah, the more councilmen we can get on our side, the better, I think. But if the one behind the desk has that kind of seniority over Rodin, there could be a chance that he has seniority over others too, or superiority."
Frog.
What's up?
Is one of Yang's aunts or uncles part of the council?
None of the names that were said sound familiar to you.
I didn't know if y'all were trying to say Rohan or something different. So, okay, cool.
No. No one's brought up Rohan. And so Vanna goes, "So I think maybe we can try to tackle all three of these. Obviously,
Yeah.
we've got a really good... So hear me out. I think we've got a really good foot in the door from Mike. You know, his son being with the White Lotus is pretty solid for our take, you know. But that also means that he has... Wow, I'm really having a hard time thinking today.
Bias?
Thank you. Wow, I can't believe I couldn't think of the word.
Valhalla.
Thank you. You get an inspiration die, Tara. You've helped me like 4 times.
What do I do with that?
I don't know yet. So, Vanna goes, The only problem with Mike being related to Kevin is that the council may know that and know that there's some sort of bias. Knowing Mike, he wouldn't keep his mouth shut about that because he loves to hype things up. He would have told them that his son was a part of the White Lotus years ago and probably never shut up about it. So that could be a problem. With Roden, we don't exactly know where he's going or where he's been or anything like that. But him not calling me out in front of the other councilmen is good for us. So if we can find out how to get in touch with him, we may be able to convince him to help us get in touch with this council. And lastly, and you see she thinks a little bit more before she finally says, we need to get to wherever this Bender Revolt group or whatever is. If we can somehow sway them, because it sounds like the councilmen used Roden to do this, but still hired them to prove our worth, or whatever his wording was. So if we can do that, that may also help us get in. Now, you guys were told where this group was last night, if I remember. You told me about this?
I think so. Yeah, we did that.
Yes. Before we made Master Plan Alpha.
Yes, which is still, I commend you. That was super awesome, Jaeger. And she pats you on the shoulder.
I shudder a bit.
So, you jizz in your pants, you leave a little stain.
Disgusting. I step away from Jaeger.
I know for next time not to touch him anymore. I'm sorry. So, if we can go... Hopefully they're still there, but if we can get to where you guys were told their hideout is, we may be able to get somewhere. And that could set all of this in motion.
What if we tried to go to, like, what am I trying to say? You know how, like, gang members tend to go to shady bars across the street from their hangout? We got the jackets, we can hang out.
You're looking for a hangout spot.
Yeah, like probably some shady bar nearby the pro vending arena. Or
But
old
we
one.
definitely won't drink. Not
Oh,
us.
definitely not.
Mm-mm.
Not me. I'm
Nope.
100% straight
Yeah.
edge.
Yeah, New Year, New Me.
Well, and that's funny. I shouldn't be saying this. And she kind of like looks around and has this smile,
I
like
lean
you
in.
can tell she's a little mischievous, and she's like, since we're not wearing the sashes, the best way to blend in is to follow the crowd, so if a drink or two happens to pass your lips, I can't say anything.
I have the biggest smile on my face.
And she gives you a wink.
I finger gun her.
I make that face.
Jesus
I
Christ,
put a
she
hand
runs
over
away.
your face. Excuse me, put that
That
away.
face is terrifying. It almost that's for the listeners, it's Naruto making a face that looks, I swear, looks like Monstro from Binding of Isaac. If anybody knows that, that looks terrifying.
It looks like a rodent.
Kind of looks like a horse face. Like
Yeah, that's another
horse
good-
Teeth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the front face.
Yeah, like a frontal horse face.
Like take Naruto's face, put it on a horse, but like look directly at it in its eyes, peering into your soul,
Or into
burning you
its
alive.
mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
stare into the void with no uvula.
Oh my
So,
god. Okay.
so Jaeger, while we're discussing this face, go ahead and make me a perception check.
A perception check.
Oh no. Just Jaeger?
Do you know how far away my dice
You
is
can do
right
it
now?
too.
Okay.
It's like immediately to my left. You got a 14.
That's good.
Wow, I got
Okay.
a crit fail.
Taro. Classic Taro.
Classic Taro.
Okay, so Jaeger, you notice this. You happen to look up, and you just so happen, and in this instance, you see it looks like a tiny trail of fire that seems to be flying through the sky in the form of what looks like some kind of viper or something, and it comes over your heads, circles around, and then starts retreating. Vanna looks up and notices this too, and she goes, "Oh, that looks like they got back to the house. So follow that snake."
Wait, what? That's a thing that just
What?
happens?
What?
What was that?
Oh,
What are
yeah,
you
that's
talking
something
about?
Sean can do. Oh, sweetie, there was a fire snake in the sky. That's one of
Oh, what?
Sean's signals to get us to follow. He hasn't taught you that?
No.
That's 100% Sean. He created that technique. It's a signal.
This guy. I follow the
Oh,
snake.
there's a lot that he can teach you. You guys follow the snake. You eventually get to the house. I'm not going to describe what it looks like because I'll just input from before, and because you guys were there to listen to that. You knock on the door. This young firebender opens the door, or firebender-looking guy opens the door and goes, "Oh, hey, I'm sorry, we're not
Knock, knock.
giving out any donations or anything like that." And Kevin just walks by the door, sees you guys, and cheerfully explains to the butler that you guys are part of the White Lotus. He goes, "Oh, okay, yeah," and he opens the door wide to allow you guys in. We're gonna skip ahead, cut to a moment where all of you are in the room together. He shows you guys all of your rooms. You guys look out the window and see that Shang and Yang are meditating outside. You guys head out there. Kevin is busy inside the building. But all of you are there. Vanna relays all of the information to Yang and to Shang about what happened with you guys. So everybody is caught up now about the Rodin being kind of squeezed into the situation with this other councilman, about trying to get this Bender group to go after you guys to prove your worth for the city and all this stuff. And the entire time, Shang still looks like he's meditating, but you know he's listening. And she finally finishes and goes, "So the best course of action, I think, would be to get the ball rolling in 3 different ways. You know, get Mike's dad to side with us, which chances are he already did. Get Rodin to side with us, which sounds like he is. He's just too afraid to admit it. And find out what's going on with this revolt group." And Yang,
Yes.
you're sitting there too, and you hear all of this as well.
I think, okay, bear with me here. I think we can do both at the same time. We'll have the diplomatic people in our party get a seat with the council and the heavy hitters to go take on the league of extraordinary people who don't like us.
Okay.
Does that include me? Am I a heavy hitter?
Hit me as hard as you can in the face.
Okay. Can I do that? Can I roll?
Roll an attack. Yep.
Wow, a 2!
So, Jaeger, standing perfectly still with your eyes closed, ready to take this hit. Taro, you go and you take your swing, but at the last second, you're like, "Jaeger's my friend, I don't want to punch him," and you intentionally miss wide to the left.
Oh man.
I'm
Dang.
insulted. How dare you?
I'll get you later.
My dad's hit me harder than that. Come on.
Well, mine probably has. Sorry.
Dang, almost got more plot and lore out of Taro. So close.
Yeah, Vana leans in intently when Taro was talking.
So, let's see. If we think about the heavy hitters here, I think it would be good to go in with myself, and I think Kevin should go just for the sake of support, and possibly Sean. I don't know who else should go. I'm not good with this part.
I think
I have an idea, but I'm not
I
good
think-
with the signing roles.
And Vana speaks up and goes, I think it would be good to have Shang and myself split, and each one of us takes 2 of you, basically. So, that sounds fine with me. I can fight, I guess, but I'm much better with a diplomatic approach. Plus, I know Mike too, so, that could help me out. So, it could be you, Shang, and Kevin. Taro, how are you with talking to people?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I haven't talked to many people in my life. And she smiles.
And you see Vana just gives you a blank face as she was listening to what you were saying. And she goes, and Yang, how good are you with diplomacy?
I've never tried a diplomatic approach.
Okay. And you're related... No. Did you guys tell them about Yang's relations?
I don't think I would say anything, because that's your business. That's your family business.
Okay, so I'll make the decision that Shang... I'm seeing if when Taro Yeager and Kevin all got together with the teachers, if they would have mentioned that you are related to Milo, and therefore Aang's family. But it doesn't sound like you guys would have brought it up.
That the teachers knew. I really did. The entire time I thought the teachers knew that I was because of Go.
That's a fair point. So you probably would have never even brought it to their attention. So if you ever did say something, it wouldn't be because you're trying to tell them. You just think they already know. And currently, Shang and Vana do not know. Go wouldn't have said anything because it wouldn't have been. It's not important to who you are. Okay, yeah, we'll be finishing up here in a second. But Vana listens to you, Yang, and says, okay, you don't turn down diplomacy. I think it would be good to have an airbender there too. Airbenders are they think outside the box all the time. So that's good. So we can do Yang, myself. I feel like maybe, and she looks at you, Taro, maybe you go with the heavy hitters.
If I interject for a second, we're saying that Mike's, we have all the opportunity in the world to talk with Mike and make arrangements through him. Why not all of us, except for the teachers, unless you want to come with us, go speak with the other council member, and then we can all speak with council member Mike at dinner or something.
That's kind of what I was thinking. Mike would already be on our side. The diplomacy ones will be more or less getting information from Mike to find out who the other council members are and trying to convince them to let us speak?
The council members that I have gained information their names from the servant.
We don't use that word anymore, actually. Kind of an outdated thing, you know?
No. I was just letting at that point when Vana said what she said, I was just letting Prague know that, hey, I'm going to let them know the names that I was given from the gentleman who opened the door.
I get you.
Okay, and she goes, alright, that's good. We've got their names, so the best thing to do now is to put faces to those names. If we can find out who the council member was that was in that office, that would be great.
Yes.
Yes, I still think we should split the party. Although I want to say this, the people in the diplomacy group should not split up beyond having those three. You know, I don't want one person to go talk to one council member and one person to go talk to another. That's a recipe for disaster. So
I'm already thinking of Bay Long and how we split the party up numerous times there. So I'm a little freaked out about splitting the party.
Oh, we have 2 more people this time, though.
Did we die, though?
You're right. No one died.
Yeah, people got knocked out. They didn't die.
It was a success, if I know one.
Technically, Yang died in Jaeger's drink. But that was a drink that I don't know about.
You lived at the end anyway.
Yeah, I brought you back to life.
Wow.
So, she thinks for a moment, and then she goes, another really useful thing, the butler lives in the city. He might know of some rinky-dink hangout spot like what you were talking about.
Are you referring to establishments?
Just follow where the drunk people go.
Yes. If we can get somebody talking, more than likely we can find out if their hideout is moved or anything like that. You guys have those jackets? I would say use them to our advantage. Nobody knows we are the White Lotus, right? So there's no reason to bring that up.
I like that plan.
I too like the plan.
And,
I keep looking into
Sean
this
nods.
fucking face gif, and man.
I scrolled up.
Okay, I also just scrolled up because I can't stop looking into the void. Jesus.
Kevin, you weren't in that little group when they were all in the courtyard conversating with each other about what the plan is, because your father just got home, and as he walks in, he heads to where the kitchen area was, which is where you put the cake that you got for him. He walks in, and Kevin, what would you like to be doing at this moment?
Well, chat with Dad because 1, that's cake, and 2, I haven't seen him in a minute.
Okay. He walks in. You are putting away the cake in a really nice spot, and you hear his usual waddling thud as he walks through the hallway into where the kitchen area was. His butler, or at least the person that he has kind of taking care of his home for him a little bit, or whatever he does. He kind of does a bit of everything, as far as you guys know. Led him over to where you are, which is the kitchen/dining area. So he comes in, he's got his brown briefcase, he's got a jacket over his shoulder, he took it off when he got inside, he's still got his little hat
if anybody's ever seen Sherlock Holmes, I'm sure everybody's seen Sherlock Holmes. But that same type of hat that he has is the kind of hat that your daddy wears. But he comes in and he goes, let me see if I can do his voice. Kevin, my boy.
Welcome home, Dad. Long time no see, huh?
Well, welcome home, son, and absolutely, it's been far too long. And he comes over to give you this really big bear hug. You know, you've always known him to be great at these hugs that just encase your entire body in the husk that is his manly gut. And he finally pulls away, puts his hands against your shoulders, kind of rough, but, you know, it's a friendly way. And he goes, Kevin, we have so much to catch up on. I am so glad that you were able to make it into the city.
Yes, but first things first. You care for some cake?
I wouldn't have any other thing. Getting home, having cake with my boy. And he just smiles as he says this. You guys take some time, cut out some slices of the cake, and he leads you over to where his office is. You go inside his office. It looks like he has a small bookshelf of things over to the right. Doesn't have any kind of like fancy rug. It's just hardwood floor and one very modest looking desk. It's a very modest looking office, really. Like he's got a small he's got a small clock on the side that just keeps a constant tick tack of what time it is in Republic City. The window that's in this room is facing the direction of where the portal is. So at nighttime, you could imagine he stands there with a pipe just looking outside, kind of thinking as he's looking at the lights coming from the portal. But he comes inside, he puts his briefcase down, he puts his jacket on a coat hanger and the hat on the coat hanger as well, grabs the slice of cake that you put on a plate for him, and the two of you go to sit over by where these two really nice, looks like lazy boy chairs are across from where the window is to the side. He sits down, he starts immediately taking in bite after bite, as though he is ravishing. And he finally finishes over half of it before he begins to speak. And he goes, "So Kevin, tell me of your adventures. How are things with the White Lotus?"
Oh, pretty good. Our first mission as a team, we went to Baylong. And have you ever heard of Ludini?
Of course. Who hasn't heard of Ludini? He used to make fantastic movies. His movies kind of got a little... his movers got a little extreme for my taste towards the end, but I did hear on the radio that he is missing now.
Oh, he ain't missing. He's on the run. Yeah. His movers, why you say were a little real? Because they were real. Those victims? Yeah, he actually used real townsfolk people in his movies. They nearly killed. In fact, one actor got obliterated by an angry spirit that Ludini provoked and caused so much havoc.
Sure. It sounds like he didn't have his head on straight.
Yeah. Little man, big old head. Well, wherever he's going, wherever he goes, I hope there's room for his big old ego of his. However, the city is safe.
He sounds like a man with a big ego.
Mm-hmm. The city is safe, and the spirit is pleased. And now, the only problem is Ludini was a big source of jobs for the city.
Oh. Now, I heard something about how they were investigating a factory over in that side of town. Do you know
I hate to talk business with you, but do you know if the factory is available for purchase?
Purchase?
Considering the factory is abandoned, and I don't think you will have a problem getting the factory. The factory is near a river. Actually, it's actually by the river, so easy for water power. Come to think about it, and the city probably will welcome a brand new factory there. It is a factory city, a factory town, actually.
That sounds very nice. And he starts scratching his big belly. He puts down the now empty plate over by a little table that's between the two chairs. Like, you could imagine he would set a book there instead of putting it away half the time because he gets distracted with things. But he puts his plate at the table at the side and goes, "Speaking of business, Kevin, I was curious how your line of work with the White Lotus is, if you're doing well, or if you've ever reconsidered my original offer before you left."
I still like the White Lotus, traveling around, but I hope to be a doctor one day. However,
like your mother.
A situation like this proves the work that our company does proves time and time again very important, not just for the communities around our corporation, but also the environment itself.
Yes,
Igloo
Electronics does its best to. Igloo Electronics does its best to do what's best for environment and for the people and all these things. It sounds like the White Lotus was a good fit for you, but if you ever change your mind, my boy, the door is always open if you wish to come into the family business. However, I must ask: are you the only one in your group that can heal?
Me? Yes.
And you see he gets this big smile, which almost completely gets covered by the big walrus-like mustache that he has covering his upper lip. And he goes, "Well, give me just a moment. I can go fetch something for you I think that your group may thoroughly enjoy." And he gets up very laboriously and waddles his way over back to his desk. Grabs his little briefcase, opens it up, and as he's doing this, there's a little knock on the door. He just mentions, hollers out that come on in, and you see this young boy open the door. The kid looks about 15, 16 years old, black hair. You can tell the hair needs to be cut. This is the same kid that opened the door for you guys when you first arrived. He's wearing Fire Nation colors, but Republic-style clothing. He just opens the door a crack, sees you, gives you a friendly nod, and then looks over to your dad and says, "All right, boss. My shift is over. Your next butler is on his way in. Is there anything that you want me to do at the factory or anything like that before I go home or anything?" "Oh, no, not at all, Dante. You've done perfectly splendid today, as always. If I ever need you, I will definitely give you a call." All right, thanks, boss. Y'all have a good evening. And he smiles and looks at you one last time, Kevin, before he shuts the door. But your dad ruffles through his briefcase, finally grabs a small sack, and you can hear some little bits of clanging of glass as he walks back over and hands you a sack, and he goes, "Now, this is an experimental piece of work that we're doing. We're kind of branching away from just an electric company. If those may come of use to you."
To the fact that we do get into dangerous situations, I think it could be very handy.
"Well, you don't even know what it is?" And he smiles.
Hmm. I'm going
Go
to take
ahead,
a
open.
look at them. Yay. Can
You-
open.
Yeah, you open it. It's just like it's in a large coin sack, basically. So like a larger than average coin leather sack. So you pull the strings and you can open it up, and you see it looks like little vials, but they're in the shape of a cylinder canister of sorts that has a small cork on the top. You read the label, and it says Potion Pop.
Tyon Pop.
And you see that there is a dash between pot and ion, so it makes it sound like it is two words. You see that there's like fizzy bubbles that seem to rise up from the bottom to the top, almost as if it's carbonated. It's a lightish green. If you've ever seen, like, it looks like watered down Mountain Dew, basically.
Gross.
Interesting.
And so, mechanically, what these are is basically Dicebenders versions of health potions. So by taking these, which you have 3 of them in there, someone could take them as a bonus action to heal themselves for 2d4 points of health. Or you can give it to someone else and make them drink. Say someone is knocked out, they're incapacitated. You rush over. It takes a full standard action to have someone drink it from your hand. But yeah, you guys now have portable Kevins.
I really appreciate that verbiage.
And you see your father smiles, and he continues as you kind of sew the sack back up, and he just goes, We are looking to change the name, possibly. If you can think of anything better than Potion Pop, just let me know.
Poor to Kevin.
Could we maybe Healing Vera?
Healing Bearer.
We'll find something. What it tastes like?
Feel free to try some. I've got a few more that I can give to you if you would like before you leave.
Okay. Kevin's kind of braced himself and we're gonna take a shot.
You chug it down. It's a carbon. It tastes like a carbonated soda that's a mix between aloe vera juice. If you've ever had aloe vera juice, it's very refreshing. But you also get a same type of taste, like, as I said before, like Mountain Dew. Just it's like an aloe Mountain Dew combination, which doesn't sit right in your stomach. It could be because of the carbonation, and it could also just be because you're not used to it. But the taste itself is not that bad. You also taste a hint of cabbage. It's basically a vegan Baja Blast. Yeah.
It's not the worst tasting thing in the world, but it will get the job done.
Yes, and he's smiling, anxiously waiting to hear what you said. And as you said, it's not the worst thing. He kind of like, the smile goes down a little bit, but he still goes, "Well, I certainly hope that will sell to the kids of the city. After it becomes successful, we may branch out into the rest of Republic Nation, and possibly into the United Provinces."
We traveled on a train with a young councilman. Do you have any idea who his name is? And I described the councilman to him.
Oh. Yes, I do know him. There's only 5 councilmen, and he sounds just like, hold on. Sorry. He thinks about it for a second and he goes, "Oh, that sounds just like Rodin. He's the youngest member of the council. Very young boy, but has a good head on his shoulders and a good heart. There's not much else I can say. Currently, he is kind of somewhat under Quelo's wing, but such is the case for a young buck and a very mature steed."
And how long we have Republic City having problems with the with the pro vendors?
Oh, are you referring to the Bender Revolt group? Yes.
Yes.
They don't stretch much further than the sector that we know their headquarters to be. We're working with the police station and trying to, take them down, cut the head off of the snake, so to speak, and catch their leader. They have been a pest to the Vine sector since the bending regulations started.
I understand
And that hasn't been too long either.
I understand the vending regulations is just supposed to keep non-vendors and vendors kind of on the same plane, so everybody could at least be equal to some degree.
Oh no.
Yes, I'm glad you see that that way, my boy. Most vendors feel it as though it is oppressive, but I can assure you that's not the intention that at least I had when I helped pass it. It's just equality. That's all the council was trying to go for. Quello worded it perfectly to where, what's best for the nation is to be unified as one people rather than divided into different vendors and non-vendors. We can now together be working together.
That is true. How's Mom doing?
And you see that walrusy smile that he had as you guys were talking about the Hotation pop turns into a grimacing frown as he goes, "Well, my boy, the people down in the southern water cities are not doing so well. We're not entirely sure what's going on, but your mother, in the recent years, ended up becoming the head of the hospital in our city down there. And I came here because, being a councilman, there were some things that needed to be changed, and she stayed because, well, her people need her."
Looks like this might be a decent thing like the White Lotus needs to solve too.
It could be if you have that type of sway with them. I know you have Vana. She's a good family friend of ours. The two of you could maybe persuade, I don't know who your superiors are, but, try to sway them to help. I'm sure she would definitely appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
And as you guys are talking about that, you guys hear the front door slam, almost aggressively. It seems, even from how far away you guys are from the main entrance. The two of you get up and look outside, and you see Jaeger, Taro, and Shang are walking away from the building as you don't see Yang and Vana. And he goes, "Oh, it looks like your party seems to be heading off somewhere. You might want to go meet up with, I know Vana's here, so maybe meet up with her."
You're right, that's be a good idea. And I'm going about honorably and head right out the door, try to catch up with Taro and Jaeger.
Okay. Jaeger and Taro, and Shang, as you guys are walking out of the building,
you hear the door behind you guys open and close, and you start hearing the pit-pat-patter of a waterbending, as his father calls him, young boy, running up to you guys. Shang turns around and goes, "Kevin, what are you doing?"
Hey, my father's him and his scientist just came up with a new product. These pretty much act as little healers. You might need these where you're heading. Just in case you don't have me to heal you.
I'll take them. Yeah, give me them.
But I will warn you, they have a little cabbage taste to them. Then again, everything in the city has a little cabbage taste to it. Think a little aloe vera, a bit like watered down Mountain Dew mixed together, and it's carbonated.
Mountain Dew.
It's
What is that?
I will warn you, it's a little experimental, but it will heal you.
Dew of the mountain?
Jaeger stares at it
How do you get
intensely.
that? I'm putting it in my pockets.
Because I know I drank one frog. Tara's putting it in her pocket.
I'll say you just had a sip. It's not like you chugged the whole thing down. You had enough to get a taste, so you still have the 3 that your father gave you.
Okay.
Giving one to Taro means you now have 2.
Now that's how they get you hooked.
I'm going to give one to Jaeger.
Just a taste. You just want a taste,
Gateway
don't you?
drug.
You just want one.
One for you, Jaeger.
Thank you.
You want to take it?
I'll take some, yeah.
I'm not taking it right now. I'm
like physically drink it,
I
or
could run a
like take it
marathon.
like out of your hands.
Take it out of my hand.
I'm not drinking it.
Oh yeah, I will do that. Oh,
I already did
well
that.
then. Low 5.
And
High five.
then one for you, sir.
I'm fine. And Shang just walks away from the group, starts carrying on in the path that the 3 of them were heading initially.
Good luck, y'all.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I'm sure we'll make it far. Out the
Thank
door. We will make it very far out this door.
Hope I don't die.
And Kevin heads back, meeting up with Vanna and Yang.
All right.
Hang on.
How do you
Lovely
fi-
weather we're having
Oh,
here.
you're still
Before we get
getting it?
started,
Okay.
okay, I just want to say, legal disclaimer: whoever has been drawing fan art of Jaeger denying food, if we catch you doing it again, you will be banned from the Facebook. You're banned from the Twitter. You're banned from the Discord. You are done. Okay, put a legal disclaimer.
Our lawyers will
That's
come
how it's gonna be.
for you.
Wait.
Yeah, we're coming for you.
Don't worry.
We're
about
coming
it.
for you. Okay, we're gonna get you.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it, guys.
We will
that's
talk to
a
you.
serious voice.
Hold on, there's a knock on my door.
I know Jaeger's
It's
serious
definitely-
voice.
Taro, is it
That
you?
it, guys?
That's right.
Is it you?
Is it me?
Oh shit.
Oh God, who is entering your room?
Hello?
Bro, this is getting super sus right now.
Dude, what is happening?
Absolutely nothing.
I have no idea.
What is
This was all
happening?
something that
It was all
I don't
yours.
know. I wasn't ready for this. I just
This
started
isn't
trying to go
scripted, guys.
with it.
For real. Somebody's breaking into Taro's home.
Hold on. Let me roll to see if I can.
Wait, why are you rolling?
I got a 6.
No.
A 6? Okay, that's not good.
Yeah. I was really hoping for a 20. But anyways.
You guys have finally decided who's going into what group, and you guys have split off to try to prep yourselves a little bit before heading out. One thing, like the list of things that you guys need to do as the group, you need to figure out where the hideout is, if it has been moved. Vanna was suggesting finding some kind of like bar or something in the area that you guys could potentially get information from. You guys have those jackets, use them. Something else, the ultimate objective is to prove your worth, quote unquote, by kind of going along with the game that the one councilman has made. But is there anything you guys want to prep before you head out?
I'm gonna not wear my glasses because I'm in disguise now.
I'm gonna wear Taro's glasses.
Okay.
Yeah, I give my glasses to Jaeger.
Yeah.
I put a
You
bandana
give your glasses
around
to
my...
Jaeger?
Yeah, and I put a bandana around my forehead so I look cool. Cooler, I guess, would be the better descriptor.
Do I get a wisdom buff for wearing glasses?
You get
I
a
have to
half.
go to
Or intelligence
mine.
buff? Okay.
Yeah, you get a plus half.
Okay.
So if you put on another pair of glasses, you get another plus half, which equals out plus 1.
Okay.
I have another
But if you wear
pair of
sunglasses indoors, that's a minus 1.
Wait. What?
Yes.
Did you say sunglasses inside?
Yes.
What if I wear them inside because I have a bright future?
What if he's wearing transition lenses?
Yeah.
The glasses that I wear are transitions. They're very fancy.
So that would mean you get a minus half.
What?
That's why you
Rounded
can't push
down.
through crowds, Taro.
You're right. That's why I didn't, that's why I couldn't punch you in the face earlier. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, it's the glasses.
Okay, so Taro, you are changing your getup a little bit. You're removing your glasses, you're putting a bandana around you to look cool. I'm pretty sure you're wearing the jacket as well. Was there anything else that you want to do?
I guess I'll change my hairstyle. I'll braid it or something. French braid it. Yeah.
Okay, roll me a performance check.
Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Give me a good one.
Let's see. It's 12 minus 1. 11.
It looks okay.
It's not really a French braid. It's just a braid.
It's just a braid. Yeah.
A braid of
I
what?
tried.
Braid of
Braid
hair.
of what?
A hair braid.
What are you a braid of?
And
Spiders.
Jaeger, what are you prepping?
Okay, so I'm putting on the jacket, like a human being, and I think I'm gonna razzle up my hairdo, but it's gonna intentionally look bad, like I'm a drunkard.
Oh,
Like I
okay. So
belong
you're
with my
trying to
people.
disguise yourself.
Yes.
Whoa.
For that, I would need a deception check.
You know where I put my dice at.
Right next to you?
I am looking. Guys, where did I put my dice? This isn't a joke. This isn't funny anymore. Okay, I found it. Okay, 15.
Alright. You look like you are either drunk or getting drunk.
Yeah! Head of the game, baby.
Okay, are we pre-gaming?
Alright, and... do you guys want to?
Wait, what?
Are we pre-gaming?
Are you pre-gaming?
I think we need to
should
talk to
find it
Shang
first.
about his disguise first.
Yeah. Let's do that.
We need to...
Okay. And you see Shang is just like, I wouldn't... I will just stay outside and wait for whatever it is you two decide to do.
Sean, you're gonna stick out like a sore thumb. I can't even think of a proper analogy, but you're gonna stick out real bad.
I have never seen someone than Master Shang, don't get me wrong. I think you're great. I have a lot of, well, maybe respect for you. But you're good.
I'm upset that you didn't teach me the snake thing, but you know, you're a real cool guy. You took me in.
We gotta do a little something.
Just get to your point, please.
We need you to look different.
We need you to look not like you.
We need you to look like somebody who isn't OP and can hurt everybody.
Yeah, be less intimidating. And
Be
that
less
might be
you.
a little hard for you.
We need less Dick Wolf and more Bob Ross from you.
Less Dick Wolf.
Yes.
Do you understand? Because I don't.
he's like the guy with like the coolest name but with the most boring mannerism.
You see, he looks over at one of the mirrors and like tries to tousle his hair, looks at it for a second, just shakes his head no and puts it back, and looks at his clothes for an incredibly long time, and then like puts a jacket over his robes, checks himself out a little bit, and then looks back at you guys and is like, is this good enough?
Perfect. You look like an undercover cop.
Can I give you this handkerchief? Can you just put it like somewhere? Handkerchief, please. Maybe put some grease in your hair.
An eye patch,
All right.
maybe.
Eye patch.
I'm already blind in one eye.
Oh, yeah.
Well, handkerchief that.
Handkerchief?
Like,
All right,
Kakashi and Naruto.
He grudgingly grabs the handkerchief and ties it around his neck and goes, is this good?
This is beautiful. Thank you. We'll work with this.
Excellent. And he puts the hood on over his head and is like, I will follow you.
Okay. Tara, lead the way.
I do that.
She does that.
Alright, where are you going?
I guess
Let's
like
try-
the same street as like the old pro bending arena, and like see where we can hear people be drunk. Some sort of
Yes.
sketchy road. Vine District? Is that where it is?
Let's find the
close to
shadiest
that?
alley as humanly possible.
Some amount of shady, yeah.
Okay. You guys head down into the Vine District, because you know that's where the most shady of all shady happens. And kind of travel around a little bit. You're getting a lot of looks, or sometimes Shang is giving looks back, intimidating looks. The people kind of look a little worried and wander off. But you guys steer him and make sure to just keep his head down so he doesn't give away him. You eventually come to this, looks like a semi-rundown bar that's surprisingly on the edge of the Vine sector and the middle sector. It's, I will say afternoon, it's probably like 2 or 3 when you guys get there. So it's not that busy. You have some kids that are running out that have like some candies and stuff like that, because you see that the name of this little bar is Brigard's Place. Walking inside, you see that there's like a little arcade section off to the side. It looks like less of a bar and more just kind of like a hangout spot. the arcade,
they have
arcade
Galaga?
spot on the side. They definitely have Galaga, and they have Space Invaders.
Yes.
You also see a couple pool tables, and there's a few tables there that have Pai Sho. People are playing that, but not too many. You've got about 3 or 4 people all throughout this place. One of them is sitting at the bar, drinking already. The person behind the counter, you can assume his name is Brigard, but you don't know, is polishing off a cup, just kind of absent-mindedly nodding to the person that's talking to him at the bar. You've got a couple of the people in there are children playing in the arcade area trying to get, like, tokens. And you see that the bar separates halfway from being a bar that sells alcohol, or may look like it'll sell alcohol, to, like, a little spot that people can give out those little tickets and win their prizes and stuff like that. It's all connected to the same bar. The person behind the counter looks up, sees you guys, and he goes, "Hey, welcome to Brigard's."
Hello, fine sir.
Hello.
I am a man of thirst. And also a man of vision. And I was wondering if you could help me with both. I cha-cha real smooth over there.
If you sit down here, I could... you cha-cha real smooth over there.
Yeah.
A couple people give you some odd looks. Shang is used to it. Taro, I'm assuming you sit down with them too? Okay.
Okay.
I'll take that as a yes.
Taro.
I'll take that as a yes. Oh, okay. You guys sit down at the bar. He pulls out some drinks and he goes, "All right, what can I get you?"
Oh man, I didn't think I'd get this far. I would like a cup of your finest cactus juice.
I'll take Moonvine whiskey, please.
He looks at you guys and smiles, and he just goes, "I mean, I don't normally sell the strong stuff during the day, you know, when the kiddens can come in here and stuff like that. So, I can only do light things for you guys right now."
Is it really the day?
It's afternoon, yeah.
Oh. Well, it's 5 p.m. on the Fire Nation. Nudge, nudge.
Hey, amen to that, brother.
Well,
I'll just take a cider.
Alright, one sitter, and he hands it over to you. It looks like it's just like a plain, crisp apple.
Beautiful.
surprise me.
Surprise you. Okay. He pulls out the exact same thing.
Okay.
Are you surprised?
I am shook.
Wow.
I never expected this.
Yeah, I'm pretty good at surprises. And he just gives you a wink. Alright, so you said that you're a man of thirst and a man of vision. How else can I help you?
We're on the hunt. Wink, wink.
Ah, the hunt. Yeah. He winks back.
And I say, we're just looking for some like-minded individuals. And we were wondering if you knew where we could find such individuals. Wink, wink.
Can I go over and play Pai Sho with someone?
Yeah. You can get up and go over there. You see Shang is playing Pai Sho with someone. He obliterates that person. You can tell by the board, and the guy just kind of gets up, throws some coin onto the table and leaves. So you've got Shang if you want to play Pai Shou.
Oh no, Taro, don't do it.
I don't think I want to go against Shang.
You'll lose all your money.
I don't have much left anyways. Maybe I'll play pool then.
As Shang looks at you,
Sean
you
teleports
see
to the
him
pool
and he sees you begin to walk away, and he goes, "What's the matter? You don't want to play a good game?"
I'd rather not get beat. I get beat by no. No. Sorry, no.
Alright. I guess we can play ourselves a little game of billiards.
Okay. Yeah. Come join me.
Alright, he gets
Was there
up,
anyone else in this bar?
Yeah, you see a few kids are playing in the arcade section. There was the one guy playing Pai Shou, and then the one at the bar, but there's not too many other people. Since it's still just early afternoon, there's not a lot of people in here.
Yeah. Okay.
And he grabs all the balls and gets them set up in the triangle and very sternly rocks it so that they're all in a nice knot with each other, puts it directly where it's supposed to be on the billiard table, and goes, "Are you solids or stripes?"
Stripes.
Meanwhile, you've got the guy behind the bar talking to you, Jaeger, and he goes, "Oh, I know plenty of people, plenty of guys that, could get you around whatever you're looking for. By the way, my name is Brigard."
Ah, you're a Brigard. I've seen your name somewhere.
Yeah, specifically Brigard II. My dad opened up this place back in the day, and, kind of carrying on family tradition, you know what I'm talking about?
I do. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can tell you're a man of great vision, like what you were saying.
Yeah, I see many things. I had 20/20 vision last year.
Yeah, I went to the doctor and he told me, one of my eyes got a little messed up. I'm at 20/21 now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's real bad now.
That's so good.
The amount of meta here just broke my brain for a second.
But he
Taro
he kind of
stops
leans
playing
in a
pool
little
for a second. Whoa.
Shang is like, "What are they talking about? What is going on?"
I wish I knew.
But you
Just
see,
broke my brain.
Brigard leans in close, but he's like, "All right, listen, man. Like, I see the jacket, so I gotta ask you. You with the lady or what? Come on, quit beating around the bush. Just tell me what you're looking for, man."
Well, I want to be with the lady. I won this thing in a card game, and I figured, why not play the part? Why not join them, I want to see what they're all about. So I just want to find them. In a worst case scenario, they can have their jacket back.
Yeah, more than likely they're gonna get that jacket back one way or another, and you're probably not gonna like how they're gonna do that if you're not part of the game.
Well, I want to be, I just need a push in the right direction.
Okay, roll me a persuasion check.
Okay, where did my dice go? Why do I put it over here where I can't see it?
And Taro, roll me an attack roll. With if you beat a 10, you're able to knock one of the balls in.
14.
I got a nat 20 plus
Nice.
6.
Oh, jeez. All right. So Jaeger, you definitely pass your thing. Taro, you said you got a what?
14.
All right, so you're able to knock one in. Go ahead and roll another attack roll with the AC now being 11.
15.
Nice. You get to roll again with the roll of 13.
10.
See, you knock 2 of them in, back-to-back shots, looking real nice. Shang looks almost genuinely impressed, if you even knew what that looked like on his face. You hit one of the balls, it just barely misses and bounces off to the side. And you see Shang just kind of looks at you with this look of unamusement, and he goes, "Alright, this is my turn."
You're hard to please.
You have no idea. Going back, well, I guess I can roll for him real quick. So, attack roll 1. He rolled a 4. So, I know he has perks and stuff like that, but I'm just going to do it like that. He rolls a 4 and misses. Looks at the ball, looks at the stick, and is like, this must be a faulty stick.
I'm sure it is. You want mine? Want to trade?
No. It looks like that one is just as faulty.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, just
We'll go with that.
take your turn. Yeah, just... Yep, the ball, hit the ball with the stick, yes.
And she's nodding like, yeah, that's so crazy.
So with Jaeger, natural 20. You see the guy kind of looks around a little bit and he's like, you know what? I bet you they'd like your style, you know. Having the balls to even wear that thing out in public too, and you're not even part of the gang, it's pretty sick. The lady that you came in with, I see she has a jacket too. I take it she's the same way. You guys are just trying to fit in the crowd, huh?
Yes, sir.
Alright. Tell you what. Are either of y'all, earthbenders?
She is.
Okay, well that's good. Because, their hideout, and he rubs his mouth like he knows he shouldn't say this out loud, so he grabs a piece of paper and starts writing. But he says out loud, you know, the hideout is, it changes every day, and, you know, stuff like that. So, I don't know where it is today, but I can tell you this whole week is Earthbender time. You know, they're getting Earthbenders together and kind of competing with each other, you know, just like a game amongst them, you know, kind of like the spy show and the pool and all of that stuff, but, you know, they like to fight, since that's kind of what the gang thing is. I can't really tell you where they are, because I don't know, but it's a good thing you've got an Earthbender with you, because it's Earthbender's week. And as he's saying that, you see on the paper, it says, go down to old Bending Arena, use senses to find tunnel underground.
Ah.
Yeah, so you know, I'm sorry I can't really help you out on finding where the place is, but hey, you know, at least there's that. They may like your style, I don't know.
You know, you helped me out enough. I think I'll have another cider.
Alright, I got you, hey, you know what? As a thank you to you for being you, I got a little something. I'll give you double cider. And he pulls out a bottle. He pulls out a bottle of cabbage whiskey and pours you a glass real quick, and pours one for Taro, and sets it down and just gives you a wink and slides it over.
You the man.
Hey, you know, firebenders, we gotta stick together. You know what I'm saying?
Flamey-o, bro, man.
Hey, Flamey-o.
Hot man!
And Shang is like, is he drinking on the job?
It's not my business.
Tara, go ahead and roll for another attack. The attack would be, what was it, 13 on this one?
15!
Nice! Alright, go again. This is 16 now.
16!
Perfect. You Barely. The way you do this is more of like a trick shot. So like you go and you hit the ball towards one of the holes, but it starts to spin in the other direction. Shang is already like prepping himself to go for his turn, but it bounces off one of your balls. They split and it goes into another one of the pockets.
Nailed it.
And you see he has a genuine like look of impression, like he's impressed.
I'm waiting for Shang to yell slop. Slops!
And Taro, go ahead and roll again. This was 16 now?
Boy. 8. I only have luck twice.
Alright,
around.
you missed that time. You missed that time, but he still has that look of being impressed, and he goes, You used to play this, didn't you?
I mean, yeah. Family used to do it a lot.
I see. And he goes to make his shot. Well, he got an 11, so he makes that one. You see he walks around the table analyzing he analyzes it, seeing where his next hit is going to be, and he goes for it. Gets a 13. That's nice. So he's able to knock in a second one. He walks around. This hit should be 13 is what he has to beat. He got an 8. So he hits one, tries to do a trick shot the same way you did, and ends up just knocking one of yours in. So you've only got one ball left.
Oh my
Thanks,
Which,
man.
yes, guys, listeners, I know that there's more than just 5 balls on each side, but whatever. Actually, I think there is only just 5.
I don't remember.
Whatever.
How to play pool,
You know, in
so-
this world, pool is played like this, okay? Don't at me. So, Taro,
There's
go ahead and...
15 balls.
So that would be 7... Yeah, there
Yeah,
is.
7 of each plus the 8 ball.
Yes.
Yes.
Let's roll.
But all that's left now, for the sake of time, Taro, you've got the 8 ball left. You've got all the others in. So, for this, it will be a DC 17.
Oh, man. Nope, 14.
You go and you hit, the white ball actually misses the 8, comes back, hits it off to it banks off of the bridge into the ball. It starts to roll and barely gets to the pocket and then stops. And as that happens, Shang just kind of looks at the whole thing. Jaeger, you've got your information. And Shang just kind of goes, Alright, it sounded like they got their information. You should probably get on out of here.
Yeah, I guess. I dramatically put the... What is it called? The stick back into the thing. A little forcefully.
Okay. And you see he puts his in. Something that you notice as he does, you see where his right hand would be to like position and try to hit the ball. You see a little like scorch mark where his hand was. Like he was getting irritated that he wasn't hitting the balls right. And it left an impression.
Wow.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay. Someone's a little competitive.
But he doesn't pay it any mind. He just walks over to the bar, stands awkwardly behind Jaeger, waiting for you guys to leave.
We got what we need?
Yeah. Yep, I think our boy here set us up pretty well. And I leave a good tip for him.
Hey man, I appreciate that. It takes a lot of money to get new pool cues, you know what I mean? And he looks at Sean.
Got a pretty competitive earthbender here.
I pat my
Wink wink.
my bicep. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're gonna You're gonna do good. You know, you guys, if ever you guys want to come by and hang out after hours or something, let me know. And he leans in and goes, after hours just means that the kids can't come in and it's time for the adults to have some fun, you know what I mean?
Ah, my favorite time. I'll see you around, friend.
Hell yeah, man. And he goes in for a predator handshake.
Yes.
You predator handshake him. Shang just looks at Taro confused, like, what is this?
He does this sometimes? I don't know.
Interesting. And Shang, realizing that this is the end, walks out.
I will follow.
I also do that.
Okay, you guys head on out. That's where... From there, that's where we'll end the episode.
Oh, good. Even better.
That is so great, Yang. I
Why?
really appreciate your contributions to this gift chat.
We're gonna have a good
Should
one.
just
Glad
be
to be of service.
There should just be like a gift chat.
So,
The gift chat.
thank you everybody for listening.
I got
Thank you,
something to
everyone.
announce.
Oh, okay, cool.
I got big plans.
Okay,
Big fat plans. I
okay.
can't give away the name. I can't even give away where to find it, but it's big. It's big plans. 2 big plans, actually. One of them will be directly D&D related. The other one will be like a little side thing that I'll be doing with another buddy of mine. So stay tuned.
Oh, is this what you told me about in Hint one time?
Yes. One of them is yes.
Well, that's awesome, man. Yeah, keep us updated. And then we will let the entire world know whenever this releases about it to listen in if it's something that you are putting out on the internet as well. To kind of share it. Woo!
Yes.
So, yeah, that was good. It was good to get back into this. I don't have anything to plug. So I will just say thank you, everybody, for listening to this. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, what else? YouTube. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, which I highly recommend and implore you to put in a review. 1 star, 5 star, whatever you want to do in between, that'd be awesome. The character classes are a Skeptic Frog's creation. The world of Avatar was created by Bryke, published by Nickelodeon. All credits for music and sounds will be found in the show notes. And as always, everybody, subscribe for more shenanigans.
I like the part where we split the party again.
That's my... I love it.
I like that too.
I like how every time we split the party, it's been my idea. I'm just saying that splitting the party is one of my character's perks.
We will never go to a city without splitting.
Yeah, secretly
Y'all
he's
might
the
think
undercover
Tara
leader.
runs this shit, but it's really me.